Yeah.
on the agenda.
All
for
right,
October.
so
Jump ship. We'll pay you nothing, work you hard, but, so.
we're going to
Oh,
call the
select
meeting,
board meeting,
the Wareham
not our
Council
board
of Meeting
Select board meeting.
to
That's right,
order. It
we're
is
not
now
the select-
10:01 a.m.
And yeah.
May I have a
Carolyn
roll
was-
call by the
Carolyn
clerk,
was
please?
appointed
Yep.
on the 17th.
Sharon?
What?
Sharon Boyer.
Boyer?
Janet Wilson.
Sharon Frank?
Carolyn McClure?
Lynn Wheatley Beaupre.
She
Melissa
must get-
Curran.
Elaine Lemoyne.
And then we have a couple of people in attendance, the director.
Sharon Rice.
Nicole Patello.
And Jim Manise in the audience. Thank you. We'll have a moment of silence for the sick and departed.
For Lewiston.
Oh, we should have mentioned Dorothy first.
Next on the agenda, acceptance of meeting minutes from the October 5th, 2023 meeting last month. May I have a motion to accept the minutes?
Are there any additions or corrections?
Anyone second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm just supposed to ask if there's additions or corrections.
Okay, so next up, we have the director's report.
So, very busy time right now. We had our Halloween party on Halloween, so that was Tuesday. It was pretty fun. I think people really had a good time. So that was awesome. And we are almost at capacity for Thanksgiving, for our Thanksgiving luncheon. So because we're having it here and we're trying to just see how things go in terms of spacing. I think we're limiting it to 110. And if that works okay and we have a little more wiggle room, we might expand that to like 120, but 120 is the capacity. So we're just going to play it by ear. This is not a problem we've had until recently. So that's a good thing. As you probably already know, Kelly her last day was Friday, so we're without an outreach coordinator. And we are very fortunate that Old Colony Elder Services is providing us with 3 of their outreach people. They're coming in every other week. It's a complicated schedule, but anyway, we do have people here for 3 or 6 hours a week, depending on which week it is, to help with fuel assistance applications, because fuel assistance started yesterday. So last year, the town did just under $1.3 million in fuel assistance and over 900 applications. So there's a heavy demand for this kind of assistance and just can't do it. So having them to help us will be great. We are sending any overflow directly to South Shore Community Action Council to either do walk-in or they will do it over the phone. Or you can also do it online. So depending on your level of skill, you can do that. So that's where where that stands. Shine, unfortunately, she is also full. Her apartment appointments are taken up for the entire open enrollment period, as has our regional office, which is Middleborough. So they are also not taking any more appointments. So currently, Jan Cody, who is has been helping us out here. She is at the Rochester COA, and she does have some open appointments, but they will not be lasting long. So once those are full, people will have to go to Medicare directly. It's a really unfortunate system that everybody in the country has to renew at the same time, and there just isn't enough assistance out there to help because they also don't pay Shine counselors. So they're all volunteers, and there's a lot of work, a lot of knowledge that you have to do this. So not anybody just anybody can be a Shine counselor. So they're in short supply.
Where's Jan located? Rochester, did you say?
Jan is out of Rochester, yes. She's still coming here one day a week to take a little bit of our overflow, but those appointments are already full. So there's not much we can do about that. Just try to get people help through a different source if they can't do it here. Our banners came in, and I left them downstairs. I forgot. So when we finish the meeting, Elaine, you can come downstairs and see. They're okay. They're just words because we don't have a logo. We don't have. But it will be for the Veterans Day Parade, and it is something to put on the sides of the car. And as soon as we have a more formalized logo, I will certainly order more, different
thank you.
ones. But they're sufficient. Not beautiful, but sufficient. And that kind of leads me over to the logo thing, but I see that that's coming up later, so we'll skip that. I did have one question about the minutes. I know we had talked about storing them here, and I know you took them, and I just don't remember. They're in that COA office, right?
Yes.
In that little cabinet?
Yep, the little gray cabinet.
Okay, perfect. So that just,
They're all up to date.
okay, perfect. So in case anybody on the board should need them, we have a location for them, at least temporarily, and if you need more space, we can get a larger cabinet. So. And that's it for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Board member update. I want to welcome Carolyn, officially
Yay.
appointed
Yes,
to the
yes,
board
welcome,
recently.
welcome.
Thank you. So we have one application still pending, and I expect that she's going to go before the board next week, is what I'm understanding. So that after she gets appointed, I believe we still have one seat open.
Right.
And Sharon Boyer, are you needing to step down from the board with recent changes?
No, not at this time.
Okay.
And I have no further updates. Does anyone from the board have updates they want to share with people?
Are we, what's happening at the Thanksgiving luncheon?
What do you mean, what's happening?
Are you having is there a carver?
Yes, we're having someone, they call it a traveling chef from Old Colony, and he will be doing a carving station at Thanksgiving. I'm not really sure how that's going to work with 110 people. That's going to take a really long time, so I have to talk to them about how they're going to handle that. We may get turkeys ahead of time and cook them, and then I would say debone them, so whatever, I don't know. We'll have to figure out how they can handle that. Most places don't have these kinds of numbers, so.
Yeah. Do we have a DJ coming?
No, we have Chris Waters, who's coming, recommended to us by All-American. So he's performed there a few times, and
Oh, is he the one that we hear from All America? Oh, he's terrific. Yeah.
so we booked him for Thanksgiving, we booked him for
They'll love him.
Valentine's Day.
Love him.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
yeah, he's great. He gets everybody singing. Okay, I just wondered.
Okay. Moving on, let's discuss the COA logo. Sharon, any updates?
Just that I will not be able to provide somebody to put it together.
You will not.
No, not. Will not.
Okay.
She's in the process of looking for another job and just has her plate full. She won't be able to do it.
Okay.
So we need to find somebody in the ranks in the building who's, a graphic artist?
I think a graphic artist, yeah.
There is a graphic artist in the ranks, is that
No, I'm
what you
saying we
said?
need to
We
find
need
out
one.
if there is. Maybe we can put that in the beacon, that we're looking for somebody, or is that a little dangerous?
Well, the thing is I really don't want like shoddy work. Like I want a professional to do
right.
this so that it represents us well, not somebody who's gonna like tinker
Yeah.
around on there. Like, because I could tinker around, it's not gonna look like a professional. So I'd like to,
Okay.
What about contacting the local tech school that serves Wareham residents, their IT department, they do graphic arts and.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
It would be a donation, you would have to approve it every step of the way, but.
Or even Cape Cod
Upper Cape may
Community.
have, and
what's it called?
Cape
Wareham
Cod
itself
Community
may have.
College might have.
CCC.
does Upper Cape have that program, do they?
They might.
The high school may too, I don't know. High school art department may do.
Is there anybody that could spearhead this? Because I got to tell you, I can't take on anything more right now until we get a new outreach person in and trained. We're talking probably January, February, so I just can't take this on.
Do we want to do
Okay,
it?
then,
You want to do it with me?
I'll do it with you.
Okay.
just to make the initial contact.
Yeah, yeah.
And see if they have someone
See
who'd
if
be
they have
willing, I
somebody,
mean,
so we'll talk to whoever and,
building a portfolio kind of thing.
yeah.
We could pay a stipend kind of thing. We're not paying like the
Well, if
going
it's one of
rate.
the schools, I'm not sure the kids are allowed to charge anyway, so.
They do.
But we might,
Well,
we could
they,
contribute to the whatever, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they may. And actually, I'm sorry, one thing I'd like to just go back to, I just looked at Carolyn and my light bulb went on, but we do have the sock hop coming up. And tickets are, they're very limited now. We're very close to sold out. So if anyone is interested and doesn't have a ticket, hurry. That's all I'm going to say. And those are through Salerno's. Salerno's is covering the fee for the musicians, for the band. They're covering all the food, the staffing. They're basically doing it all, which is great, except for our, we need to have prizes for best costume, best, you know, hula hoop and
Yeah.
door prizes and things like that. So,
And where would I get these tickets? Do I contact Salerno's directly
about
if I wanted?
About buying
buying
tickets.
tickets, yes.
All right, I'll do that.
If you look at the October Beacon, right on the front page, there's an ad for the sock hop, and there's a phone number that you have to call.
Got it.
And then you can put your tickets on a credit card.
Yeah, yeah,
Similar to what they did last year, then?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah, you'll get Nicole over in the office and
Yeah.
talk to her.
Excellent, thank you. All right, are we through with the logo? I think we.
Yeah.
Okay, so we know what we're doing. And last on the agenda is citizens' participation. And we have nothing to say. Okay.
All right, to go back to the logo for a minute, do we know yet what we're looking for?
We had discussed this at the last meeting,
Yeah.
kind of ad nauseum. So
Some
we're
of them are-
going, no, I mean, I feel like we keep going
did.
back to this and,
Yeah.
so we're going with the school colors.
Yeah.
I think something like a tree,
Yeah, family
something
life.
very positive, strong image.
And Lynn had mentioned the stones, stepping stones.
Okay,
Maybe putting comments in the stepping stones.
okay.
You know, like together.
Yeah, I would not put comments in a stepping stone. It will be so tiny, you would
Well,
never.
but
Oh,
the
okay.
thing is,
Underneath
when
it?
you- if it's
Well, you gotta
small,
remember that
it
these
just
are gonna
looks
go
like
on the
stripes and
return
stones.
thing on
Oh,
an
okay.
envelope.
All right.
And then
as it
they'll be
gets
large
bigger,
like that.
Those
Yeah.
things become words, right?
I'm sorry, could you repeat all of that?
Have the stepping stones.
Yes.
When it's small, it just looks like striations in the stones, because stones aren't flat, I mean, they're different colors, whatever. And then as it gets bigger, those striations now become words. That makes sense?
Potentially, I guess. Could be. I don't know. I just don't think like rocks are gonna be, it's a good logo. I don't know. Anyway,
All right,
could try it. We're looking at everything. We'll consider everything.
all right. We'll give them a few ideas and see what they come up with.
Yeah. I mean, if it's stepping stones with something, but you just have to remember it has to be good at all sizes because we
Yeah.
do have varying needs.
Right.
But,
And that's their forte anyway, that they'll be able to direct us. They should
Yeah.
be able to.
exactly.
Okay.
All right, so before we adjourn, any final comments from anyone? Anything else on the, I would like to see? No? May I have a motion to adjourn then?
Motion it.
Oh, jeez.
A second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, the board meeting has officially adjourned at 10:18.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
that's gonna be something.
That's a record.
I don't
That's
think
gotta be.